Today I'm showing you how to trim on the potter's wheel. So if you're looking for a new skill, get ready. Trimming can transform any piece from this to this. To get started, make sure your clay is leather hard. If I press on this, it holds its shape for the most part. I also want to make sure I know how thick the bottom is. If I tap on it, I can tell it's a ½ inch thick, but that comes with practice. You can also check right after you throw by pressing a needle tool down to the wheel head and using your finger as a guide. And now we have to recenter the piece upside down. Now this is exaggerated to show you how it works. I hold my finger steady and let the clay spin around the wheel. I stop it when it hits my finger, and then I push in that direction. After 3 or so adjustments, it should be centered. You'll see me do the same thing here. I hold my finger steady, stop the wheel, and make small adjustments until it's recentered. Next, grab a large coil and break it into 4 even pieces. I press around the piece, down to the wheel head, then up into the walls, and repeat. This stabilizes your piece for trimming. Now speed up the wheel and grab a large trimming tool. Slower makes it more difficult. Faster is actually easier because it gives you even pressure, just like when you center clay for wheel throwing. First I round off the edge and remove any extra clay from there. Then I work to the top and try to level it out. And because the clay is leather hard, it's easily flaking off and not getting stuck to my trimming tool. I use a smaller trimming tool to establish how thick the foot's going to be. Then I work from the center out, slowly removing layers of clay. You'll notice my tool bouncing around quite a bit. I was holding it further back for a better shot, but it was too difficult. Once I started using 2 hands closer to the end of the tool, I had much more stability. The last step is to compress the bottom to avoid what are called S-cracks. You can use your finger or a wooden knife to apply pressure, but not too much where it caves in. And that's a basic foot. These are called trimmings. You really shouldn't reuse them unless you dry them out and recycle them. I want to show you one more foot before we're done here. Now this bottom's more uneven because it was cut off the hump. You can see my tool bouncing up and down as I trim. It is possible to fix this if you're patient. You'll also notice how much the clay sticks to my tool. This piece was much softer than it should be for trimming. Trimming is a really fun and addicting process. Feel free to add spirals, dimples, or other designs to give your foot a little something extra. For this piece I made a raised foot by lowering the clay near the edge and then carving into it on an angle. I compress the bottom, smooth out the foot, and I'm finished. This is my favorite kind of foot to make. Check out the 2 side by side. Trimming a foot like either of these allows you to glaze the bottom, which can improve the quality of your work. It also helps you remove extra clay. Check out these even walls. And look at how it compares to an untrimmed piece.